Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Akron Zips, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Mustangs will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So Akron's offense will be first on the attack. Out of the gun to give to the back. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6. The Zips moving quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Motion from the back. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Zips will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call.
Kick interference. Kicking team.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Coates. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around.
Here we go.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Turning it on. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That's caught. It's Robertson.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
And the Mustangs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the running back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake. Now improvising. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Working on the right. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the 1st down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the 1st quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. A quick pass to the left. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, SMU! The defense putting points on the board.
That defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense and make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. The Zips want to pick up the tempo. Fights off a defender. Breaks into the open. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. And the Zips will have it 1st and 10.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Lets it fly. He makes a grab, and he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Akron.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Arizona State was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Sun Devils team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. All that speculation all week, and now we know But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Mustang. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Fires to the big fella. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Zips will hustle to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run. We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Going to swing it on second down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passer. As you saw right there, getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all 3 phases.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Zips will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Lindsey. And they pick up the 1st down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off-play action on 1st down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket, and good perimeter defense.
It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the eye.
Oh, he's got some space.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Plows through the defense. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. The Zips headed quickly to the line.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. Got the first down. Looking for more.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now he's looking to throw it. Under fire. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's caught. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. It's good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. He's got him. Still on his feet. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. From the gun. Give on the inside.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Coates. There he goes. At the 20. Touchdown, SMU. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball and let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the kicking team's going to call a timeout. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll pull it on the read. And they swarm him under. And the Zips in the hurry up. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Makes a move. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going right to work up top. Looking to scramble. Finds his man. It's Robertson.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
And the Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Lindsey. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Here's the pressure. Got enough space. Touchdown, Mustangs. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Got his man. Turning it on. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. A little release to the back. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. First down here for the offense. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got his man. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. Wants to go up top on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Wants to fire on second down. He's got an open man. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops.
Boom. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Zips will kick it away to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it inside the 25. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. He's looking to throw. Got his man in the middle. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
A lot of times you're throwing these slants to the big body guys because they're so physical.
Too easy.
Win with physicality, but when you throw it to a little guy like this,
Holding
he's going to win with his speed. He's got that much quicks. He's going to win, and I'm going to force feed him the ball and let him make plays.
Quarterback alone in the backfield, 5 wide on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Got his man quickly. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with the first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Lindsey. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Bringing the heat. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The give to the fullback. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, how about that? They turn around and hand it off to the big fella, and he's able to get the first down. Nice play.
The Mustangs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Let's go. On the run, it's Prince. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll come through on 3rd down. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Coates. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be 2nd down. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Coates. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat. They give up a big play.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, SMU!
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Wyoming is ahead in this one, but there's still time on the clock, and unless Josh Allen puts on that Pokes uniform again, this could stay tight. They're up by 7 over Cal. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Snags it quickly on the left. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll try the run. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Zips come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll keep it on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. The Zips will call on their punt team. And the returner goes down. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Here we go.
Give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Fires to the middle. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And the Zips now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Zips. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On to attempt the try. Splits the uprights. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on first down. They're working that left side. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So first down will open up the final period. On the run, it's Lindsay. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Breaks into the open. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The play action fake. It's complete on the right side. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Oh, they're after him. Quick strike complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Mustangs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. From the gun, the running back has it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown!
points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Pressure coming. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The Zips come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to sneak it.
Let's go! Pickup of 6. And that's a
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25.
Let's go!
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Lofts one high and deep. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Zips have this offense rolling. He wants to throw it again. Snagged out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive, David.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's loose. Touchdown, Akron. And they turn it into a defensive score. Nice play there by the offense, but still a ton of ground to make up.
Yeah, this one's pretty much over, but listen, Put that exclamation point on it. Finish the way you want to finish. Make sure your offense keeps that momentum going. It can build throughout the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Rice has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside this building that hosted Super Bowl 8. They're up by 10 over Northwestern. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Going over the top. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. On the move from inside his 5.
The return is brought down at the 19. And the Akron offense will take over.
The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Now on first down from the 30. Rushes on him. Oh, he makes the catch. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top. It's complete. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Working that left side now. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Throws for the tight end. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. The Zips come to the line with a new set of downs.
Good enough for a first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the backboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And the Zips are facing 3rd and inches. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls out.
Second down, they'll go to the air.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Fires to the big fella. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. down. He'll try to toss it. A shot toward the end zone. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the SMU Mustangs. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Commodores will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So SMU's offense has the ball first today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, the offense is being aggressive here in their opening possession, trying to throw the ball in the first 2 plays. They went incomplete first down, and now they take a sack on second down. This is not going to script, and they understood it was going to be a challenge against this defense, and I love the fact that they're going to be aggressive trying to throw, but the execution has got to be better.
The Mustangs line up to punt it away.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What did you do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sell it.
So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will get the ball for the first time. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interesting to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy, because I'm not going after him, Palmer.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. And so if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing out-breaking routes because this dude will pick him off and take it to the house.
Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got him at the 15-yard line.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Well, it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Still running at the 40. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
They'll give it to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pocket breaking down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Under fire. With the catch, it's Korn. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple.
It's a fumble! The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
The Commodores are on the move. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Oh, he's got some space. Short gain on the play before he slides. 4 wideout set, 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. Back to pass. He tries to take the top off. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on third down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking for space. It's Lindsey. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Off play action. Finds his tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
That was a nice grab by the tight end. Didn't get many yards, wasn't real open, but at least make the catch, at least get a little positivity on the play.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Time to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball.
There he goes. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Makes the catch. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They just keep firing. Snags it over the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Caught in the backfield. It's Lindsey. Open space at the 25. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So they got nothing on the last play. Here's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy, and we heard he's got a chance to be really, really good talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
Moving out of the pocket. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, SMU. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
Getting ready for the extra point.
Fantastic pick six.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. UTEP is down right now inside the Sun Bowl, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in El Paso. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Mitchell. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Grab behind the line. It's Hankerson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Hauls it in. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Quarterback on the keeper. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Gives it on the option. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
2nd and short equals bow up, be physical, move a hole, get a gap, let my back fall forward. That back had nowhere to run, no push up front. Gotta be more physical, Jesse, on those 2nd down and short situations.
So for that point, David, I think you got to stick with it if you're on offense as a staff. Challenge your guys to get some push up front. You've recruited this position really well. You need these guys to move some bodies because you've got a talented guy in the backfield that can hurt this defense if you just give him a crease.
He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And they've converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. Bringing the heat. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll leave it with him. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Handoff to the lone back. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Gets the back moving. On the snap, it's Coates. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be 3rd down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot.
Unloads it downfield. Spreads it inside the 10. Touchdown, Mustangs. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Finds his big tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Mustangs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Commodores will line up to punt it away. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Firing to the right, complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
That's caught. It's Robertson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range.
221 wing. Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 10 over Temple. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Running back searching for a hole. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll run this play from the pistol. On the ground, it's Korn. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the 3rd. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or
turning it on. And he's still running after the move. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. And the Commodores look to keep this drive humming. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Guys, this offense is already really down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And it's so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lindsey. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Fires on the move. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Oh, they're after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Mustangs will punt it away on 4th down. They boot it away. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Breaks into the open. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. The Commodores can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
And the Commodores decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and take it back. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Complete to the right. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the 1st down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that 1st down. Nice job, great nose for the 1st down.
The sure hands, it's Lindsey. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st, it's at the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Coates. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The Mustangs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone.
Yeah, and a really good job by the QB understanding it. Seeing the running back, waiting for him to break. He runs the angle route, breaks inside, throws it right in front of him. Nice touch by the QB, Palmer.
Yeah, it's really important to have that touch too, Dave, because you got to remember these running backs, yeah, they've got good hands, but they're not stud wide receivers, so the location of the throw has to be good. And also, you got to put a little bit of touch on it and make it easy for them. If you make it easy, they'll make the catch and get you the 1st down.
Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Now on the option. He'll toss it. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Commodores with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He'll pull it on the read. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well, then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball right now and get a little chunk of yards.
And the Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Now the play fake. Throwing right. And his first pass is incomplete.
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came into this game knowing the offense was going to try to throw the football, but they're not giving anything up, and another great job that time in coverage.
Rushes on him. Punts it out of the air. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
He'll start this drive going to the air. Pulls it in. It's Prince.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
And the Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Buck. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. The Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this year. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. And the Mustangs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Trying to slam in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. On the ground, it's Corn. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. He stopped at the 15. Not enough with the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. The Commodores send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And the Mustangs are in the red zone. They want that clock to run. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
A little screen to the running back. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
The Mustangs are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll go to the fullback. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Now, honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. NC State is just getting blown off the field today. This has been a gong show since the opening kick. How does something like this happen?
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30.
First down for the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And the Commodores will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more...
There he goes. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has, run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. This one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You've got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out